So how cheap is free camping actually? And is it worth it?
I mean, you have very little control over what spot you get, who your neighbors are, so it really can make or break a trip. Conditions of the ground can also be hit or miss, and at the end of the day,
you never know what you're gonna get. Rabbits get to camp wherever they want. They don't even pay taxes.
So after a summer of staying at hip camps, it's time to switch it up. But how good can we get it? We're using this free camping series to put that question to the test. This video is part 2, so stick around to the end for a full breakdown of the site, things to do in the area, and how much we spent while staying at this free campsite. We have just arrived at our campsite for the night, and this is one of our go-to spots, but we have not been here in a while because we've been doing a lot of hip camping. It looks completely different. Usually all of this is just dead trees. We've been coming here for years and we've never seen this luscious greenness. That being said, the summer was very wet.
Yes.
So I think it's done this place so good, but it looks like a tropical oasis. We've already seen a lizard, a bunny, and a duck. We've been here for 5 minutes, so we're gonna get settled in.
We're the first to badmouth the spot when there's way too many bugs in the area, and we have been here before when it's been covered in bugs. But right now, this is perfect.
Good morning from Lake Lonsdale. Oh, we woke up to the most beautiful views this morning. This place never disappoints when it comes to the views. So, and then we had the most amazing stars last night. The sky was perfection. So we just sat around the fire, did some s'mores. It was so nice. It was so good.
Like, giving everything it had 100%. Even the bugs and the wind seemed to just stop last night when the stars came out.
We had it really good.
I was saying to Jamie last night, we've come here a bunch of times. Last night was probably my favorite night that we've ever been here.
Did someone say campsite tour?
So guys, this week we are camping by Lake Lonsdale, and it is one of our favorite campsites. There are about 4 or 5 different camping areas situated along the lake. Within those 5 camping areas, there's probably about 10 sites. You could easily fit up to 100 people in each one of those 5 areas. There's spots everywhere. The sites come with fire bins. They come with lots of flat, even ground for you to pull up a rig of any size. And on 2 of those 5 areas, there are toilet blocks. One of them has a boat ramp, and the whole thing is just so open and free. In the years that we've been coming here, this place has changed so much. For one, they've put up fencing along the beach side, but there is still access to get down to the lake. For 2, the roads have been re-sanded. They used to be full of these huge potholes. It was actually a little bit hard to get our van around. So the whole thing has just been well kept and maintained, and one of the other sites had a new toilet block put in. But the place, as you can see, is completely empty. Of course, besides the rabbits everywhere.
So the agenda for today, we're gonna go into town and show you around some of our favorite spots and some things to do in the area. The goal is to keep the spending to a minimum. If you tuned into part 1 of this series, you know that we spent about $80 on our first trip. So we're gonna see if we can get that even lower. What's falling?
It's raining.
Is it?
It's raining.
Oh my goodness, it's like so sunny.
It's sunny
and
and
warm.
rainy.
I was like, what just fell on me? I thought a bird pooped on me.
I thought a bird pooed on me, but it's raining.
We've packed some snacks for the day, and yeah, we're gonna get into it.
Wish us luck.
It's supposed to be a scorcher today. Like, it's forecasted 36, so we're trying to get out there early so that we don't die and melt. I almost don't want to leave because when it comes to free camping, you're just not guaranteed you're going to get the spot when you come back later. And we just collected all that wood.
We're not getting this spot back.
I don't know.
There have been people driving around and we know they want this spot. It's a cracker.
Yeah, so we'll see where we end up tonight. So we are plugging in all of our portable fans while we are driving today because it's gonna be a hot one.
Another great thing about our free campsite is that it's near the center of town, which also has free water. If you want to go to the settings section, click on settings and then click on smell option and then turn that on, you're going to get the smell of this bakery. Every time we've passed this bakery over the years, the smell of it is always amazing. And like every good country bakery, it's got the best pie in town, mate.
Oh my god, you know I love a fluffy sock.
You do.
I love my cozy socks.
You do, these are super cozy. My favorite store in Halls Gap. I could break our budget if I go in there, so I'm gonna stay back.
We're just window shopping today.
Watermelon cordial.
Come on, Doug. Come on, Doug.
Yes, take me to the barbecue joint instead. This place was open on our last trip, but there was an emergency and the chef had to leave, so unfortunately we missed it. But it's still on our bucket list. We're gonna have to save it for the next trip.
Yeah, because that's not in the budget.
That is not in the budget. Barbecue? God damn.
What do you want? Here. I don't have food. Do not feed them. He's yelling at us.
Well, actually, that's a kookaburra, so...
Technically,
it's all good.
fair game.
Fair game.
So we always find that we end up coming to this little center of town either to get a coffee or grab brunch or just smell the pies, or it's just a really good spot to like regroup, get some water. There's a convenience store right there, so that has all the stuff. If you forget something, they'll have it.
Reception and the toilets here, there's a huge toilet block here and they're always clean.
And the views are just amazing. You get like mountain views all around and it's just really open. Sometimes the water is like flowing through the rocks here. It's a bit dried up today, but yeah, we love this little spot. Oh my god, he looks messed up.
Oh my.
He doesn't even have the feathers on his head. He looks like someone tried to tar feather him.
Yeah, he's gone through a fire.
Oh jeez, that's sad. So if it's a hot day or you need somewhere to cool off and you don't want to pay money to go to the public pool, we always find ourselves coming to the Venus Baths. But it can get busy. Usually everyone's over there where it's like where the water's running over the rocks, but we always tuck into this corner over here.
It's quieter.
We wanted to find a new spot to explore, so we headed towards Splitter Falls. The path was easily harder than we anticipated. Oh, she's steep. Oh, she's steep. And we never did make it to the falls, which a passerby described as very underwhelming. Once again, this is what Doug's wearing on all these trails.
I've already been told off.
Someone already said something to him. I have shoes on like a normal person.
You never know when you're going to want to swim.
Yeah, well, I took mine off and my feet went in the water.
No, you wasted precious weather.
But we did find an awesome spot to take a break, have some lunch, and enjoy the amazing views. It's getting challenging.
Oh, it's been challenging. Everyone that we've passed on the trail has just been like covered in sweat.
The steps are getting so high that I have to like really leap up. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my god, the rain.
Thank God.
Not for the camera.
We have passed the same lovely couple 3 times, 4 times now on the mountain.
In the last hour.
It's so strange.
And they live near us.
We just keep walking in loops around each other. Oh god, not what we expected.
I'm fine. I didn't even bring any water. Hashtag regret.
We've made it.
Oh, it's so beautiful, but you have to earn these views.
Almost not in one piece either, but we've made it. Guys, check this out. We're now heading up the main road of the Grampians, and these roads are so dicey, and you've got people that just take these corners way too fast. You've got to go nice and slow because it is very, very windy.
And there's wallabies.
Oh yeah, and we've seen animals. Like, we see them regularly when we come up this road.
This is one of our go-to spots to come and have lunch because it is so easily to access. You drive right up to the lookout, you get amazing views on a clear sunny day. You're not going to be disappointed coming here. The views are amazing, 360.
Yeah. And anyone can come here. You got a car, you can come here and check this spot out.
Yeah, so you don't have to do all the crazy trails. You can come and just take in these amazing views.
Even though we like to go off the track and climb the big rocks. But,
yeah. We're sitting on one of our favorite little rocks where we come to have lunch. It's our little hidden spot. So, see if you can find it.
Bum bags. This is the famous rock that we like to call Instagram rock. Many people have jumped the fence and sat on the edge of that rock and gotten a great photo for clout. Some have died.
It's not funny, dude.
Well, I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, but it's not funny. So yeah, when we first came here, people were just sitting on the edge of this. You know, people do those like pretend to hang off that cliff.
I don't think you can do it on that one.
No, because it's like it's not pretend. There's nothing under to catch you.
Yeah.
It's not optical illusion.
Yeah.
But the views are amazing here, and we have yet to come up here for sunrise, but apparently this is the spot to do it. So if you are an early riser and you're in the area, definitely make your way to Baruka Lookout because...
And I could see why.
It's giving Lion King, you know, when the sun rises.
Yeah.
It's giving that, so...
And there's our camping lake.
And if you look real hard, you can see where we're camping home. Somewhere, it's one of the lakes over there somewhere.
$40 litres, $80. $10.60, 2 pies. Not bad.
We have just arrived back at camp and our spot is still here! Unreal. I can't believe it. I'm actually shocked. Home sweet home.
Awesome.
So we are back at the campsite after a day of exploring. It was so good just like being in the Grampians again and checking out some old places, but also popping into some new places and seeing some new trails. It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. But we are exhausted. Well, I am. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, every sense of the word exhausted. I am that.
Me too.
So we are going to wind down for the night, probably have an early night. It's almost 7 p.m. The sun is setting. It's beautiful here. If you are in the area and you're looking for a free camp, I cannot recommend this spot enough. It is our favorite. We debated whether or not we even wanted to share this because it's like our hidden gem that we found out about from a local. But we're sharing it with you, so I hope you appreciate that.
Here's a life hack for when you're trying to keep the budget down. Ramen.
Good morning. The weather has changed for the worse. It's like very stormy and windy out there. Like we were gonna film outside, but it's too windy.
Yeah, very dramatically. Like last night we got such an amazing sunset. It was so calm, there were very few bugs again, and we woke up and she is in a different mood today.
We've just been packing up and we're gonna hit the road. So as we've said, this place is our go-to spot. We've come here for years and years. After returning once again, I personally do still feel the same about it. I love this spot. It just continues to surprise me every time. I'm so glad that we've included this in this series.
That we've probably had the best time that we've ever had here.
Well, we have expressed how we feel about the super touristy spots of this state. The Grampians just definitely holds a special spot for us because it was one of the first places we came to experience van life, to test it out. I feel like we experience it in not such a touristy way. Like most people come up and stay in the center of town, and we have this amazing spot that we found out through the locals. So I feel like we have like a different take on it.
One of the things that I'm definitely going to be remembering for this trip was that view that we stopped and got after that long walk that you battled through.
It was just really nice to explore some new places. There's so much to see in this area. Often we take friends here and we go back to like our favorite spots, so it was good to just explore some new spots. There's so much left to see that we haven't even seen up here. Being at the campsite the first night was like one of the highlights for me. It was just so nice and still, and just felt so good being back. Having the fire and doing the s'mores, that was just really nice for me. So last week we spent $80 and this week we spent $90.
Yes.
So we were $10 over, and that was because Doug insisted on getting 2 meat pies when we were in town for lunch.
I was hungry. What do you want me to say?
I was too, but I ate what we had in the car. So we would have been right on par of spending $80 for 2 nights versus $80 for 1 night, which is even better.
Most of the money is being spent on fuel, which you need to drive out to these campsites. And that $80, like we got out to this campsite, we didn't need any fuel, but we have to get home. If you were not going to include the fuel yesterday and just how much did sleeping at the Grampians and enjoying the walks and getting some lunch cost, it would have cost us $10. But I assume that when you come out to the Grampians, you're going to need to travel to it, and you're going to need to travel home somehow.
So yeah, so we think it's important to factor that in. Have you been to the Grampians before? If you have been, do you feel it's overrated? Did you camp here? Was it just a day trip? I definitely want to know because I love hearing people's experiences of the Grampians. I feel like a lot of people only come up here when they're younger and then don't ever come up again, or they'll just come once, do a couple of the big like attractions like Mackenzie Falls, and then they're like, I've seen the Grampians, I'm done. So if you've come up this way, I would love to hear your experience.
If you have come up to the Grampians before and you went to somewhere that we missed, please do leave it in the comments, because we are vets of this place, but we are constantly looking for new ones. So do not think that you don't have something that we don't know about. We'd love to hear it.
If you are in Victoria and you know of any free camps, definitely let us know in the comments, because we just might add it to the series, or we just might go to it somewhere down the line.
Part 3 of this series is going to be dropping soon, so if you've been enjoying it and you want to see more, make sure that you're hitting that notification bell so you don't miss when it drops.
With that, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye!